ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. Okay. Okay, Farah, start.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So this is Surah Mutafifeen, and the Surah Mutafifeen, the meaning in English is those who deal in fraud. So the first like three ayahs talks about Mutafifeen and who they are and what they do. So the first ayah just says it outright, woe lil mutafifin to al mutafifin. So this ayah is kind of painting a picture of like um who like how bad mutafifins are, because it starts with woe, and woe is kind of like pity or bad news to al mutafifin, those who give less in measure and weight. And then the next two ayahs kind of explains what it means to give less in measure and weight. A good way that Kamal, yes, when me, Kamal, and Shamal were revising, a kind of a simpler way to think of al mutafifin is scammers. They're like scammers.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you think of mutafifin, you can think of scammers. It might be an easier way to remember it.
Yeah.
So the second ayah is when they have to receive by measure from men, they demand full measure. So this means by say length, or like you're getting a meter of fabric. Mutafifin, they'll only give you say zero point 0.8 of meters, and you have to demand like I need the full meter. So they're kind of shorthanding you and not giving you the full amount that you asked for. And then the third ayah talks about the same kind of thing but in weight. So say if I get a pound of chicken, but they only give me like half a pound of chicken. So they're giving less than their due. So those are the first three ayahs kind of defining what mutafifin is. And then the next three ayahs talks about kind of the implications or what will happen to a mutafifin if they do these bad things. So the first ayah is kind of like a warning. Do they not think that they will be resurrected? So it's kind of Allah warning them, like, do you think you're not going to be questioned? And that is further elaborated on in the next ayah, ayah 5, on a day great. And this great day is the day of Qiyamah. And what is this? The sixth ayah explains this more. The day when mankind will stand before Lord of the world. So that's when all of us, the day of Qiyamah, we're going to have to answer to Allah. And then these next ayahs talk about two different concepts of Sijin and Illijin. So firstly is Sijin. So Sijin is basically a place way down below in the earth where all the bad deeds are kept and the bad souls will go. I'll talk about it more after I explain the ayahs a little bit. So, nay, truly the record of the wicked is in Sijin, and what will make you know what Sijin is? A register inscribed. So that's why I was talking about how Sijin kind of is a record of the bad deeds and is like deep down in the earth. So, woe that day, those who deny day of recompense. So that's the day of Qiyamah. So I'll explain more about Sijin. So Sijin, basically, what happens is when somebody dies, two angels will take their soul up to the sky. And if it's a good soul, the sky will open up, and then the soul will go up to Illijin, which is like the good, where the good records are kept. But if it's not a good soul, the doors of the sky will not open, and then the soul will be brought down to Sijin. So what I think is Sijin is bad and Illijin is good, and they're like opposites of each other. So continuing on to ayah 12, and none can deny it except every transgressor beyond bounds, sinner. So this ayah is talking about people who are like disbelievers times 10 who disbelieve the day of resurrection and are like on another level of a sinner. And then when are recited to him our verses, uh, he says tales of the ancients. So this ayah is talking about how disbelievers, even now and back in the day, would say that the stories in the Quran are just stories. They're too old for us to think about in our modern times. Even like nowadays, we might think of like some stories in the Quran. They didn't have social media 1400 years ago. How are you going to apply it? So that's kind of what this ayah is talking about. And then the next ayah is talking about how this is a wrong way to think about it, and by no means, nay is ran covering of sins and evil deeds on their hearts, which they used to earn. So this is kind of more talking about more about these sinners. And also, just a quick note: the stories in the Quran, it's the message behind the story. Anyways, the next couple of ayahs are talking about what will happen to the disbelievers.
Yeah, if you
Nay,
look,
surely.
if you are explaining something regarding this, you can explain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So when I was talking with Sham and Kamal about it, basically, what I think of it as is the stories kind of help you understand. Like you have like fairy tale stories, you know, that have a deeper message behind it. I don't know, like Frozen is Let It Go, you know, like so there's stories behind the Quran, and it's a deeper meaning. So it's not like you, the old timey things that are in the Quran might not apply to like our modern day, but this message behind it does. So it's kind of looking for the deeper meaning and not looking on the outside. You
okay.
know, don't judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, where was I? Okay. Nay, surely they from seeing their Lord will that day will be veiled. So this is talking about how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be like there'll be a veil, so people can't see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be almost shy and not wanting to see the disbelievers. Um, because of their sins. And the next ayah, then verily they will indeed burn in the burning flame of hell, which is Jahannam. That's where disbelievers will go. That's pretty straightforward. Then it will be said, this is what you used to deny. What they used to deny was the day of Qiyamah. And then the next couple of ayahs is talking about what I was talking about before, Elijin. Nay, verily the record of the righteous will be indeed in Elijin. And what will make you know what Elysian is? Inscribed a register. One thing to know about these couple ayahs is they're almost exactly the same as when we're talking about Sijin, but instead of Sijin, it's Elysian right in here, and righteous. So Abrar. Um, and as I was saying, Elysian is the record of the good deeds, and it's kept up in the skies and the heavens. And the good souls, the sky will open up for them, and they'll be there in Elysian. So, inshallah, we'll all be working towards Elysian.
Inshallah.
um,
We
yeah,
always use the word Allahumma ja'alna minhum. Oh Allah, make them among those. Okay. So write in your notebook, write in your Quran this. So when you will keep reading, like whenever you read the Jannah word, whenever you read the Jannah, story of Jannah or anything like that. So always make dua. Oh Allahumma, O Allah, Ja'alna, make me among those minhum, the one who are going, the one who will get this, make me among those people, okay? Count me in those,
Ameen.
okay? Allahumma Ja'alna
Ameen.
minhum. So may Allah, guide all of us and we can go in everything, inshallah. And
Ameen.
this is also true if you have a gathering in which you sit and talks about Allah, like in your Quran class or any kind of a bayan lecture you are arranging, and you are sitting in that gathering, like a regular gathering, like all of us, like if we are sitting in a Quran class every single day and thinking about Allah, talking about Allah, so the same gathering will be in Jannah, like all the people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will collectively sent in Jannah. So may Allah also make them among those that we all together go in Jannah. Just because we were
Ameen.
sitting in Quran class together. Okay.
I mean, okay, and these are the last like three ayahs which we did. So, to which bear witness those nearest to Allah. Verily, the righteous will be in delight on thrones looking. You will recognize in their faces brightness of delight. So this is basically talking about the good things that'll happen to the righteous people, Abarar, and that they'll be in delight or very happy, and they'll be so happy that there's like brightness in their face. Um, and like this brightness, I like the way I described it is like when I see food, because I love food, so I get like I get really happy, right? So think of something that makes you super happy. Like for me as food, I don't know, whatever it is for you, you can think like that, but like times 100, it will be the brightness of the people who were righteous, and inshallah will get Jannah, which inshallah will be all of us.
Inshallah.
And yes, that's my summary for the surah.
That's perfect. It's a very good summary, Alhamdulillah. You defined
Jazakallah.
everything which we covered in the last class. Before starting the class, I want to give a quick reminder. Aru Sharma, last time when I was asking questions, you were like I was feeling you were not fully present in the class. Okay, so please don't do that. You know, always remember, if you are sitting in a Quran translation class, it doesn't mean like you have all the knowledge, you can easily understand what this ayah is explaining to us, because lots and lots and lots of information is available on internet. You can go and you can read so many tafsir books, so many translation details and everything. If you will just Google, and you will find hundreds and hundreds book. Okay, but when we are like, all the information is there, but that information is not enough to change our inner personality, and and to surrender for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to submit ourselves for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and bring the change whatever Allah wants from us, right? So the benefit of sitting with a teacher is when you sit, and if you will focus and you will understand every single thing, then at the same time, because when you are doing other works at the same time, then you cannot, like, your brain and your heart cannot, like, with there will be no connection with the ears, right? The reason is not getting information that you are able to explain in next class. The reason of sitting to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that, oh Allah, the book is in my hand. This is the same book Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was reading, same book, all the prophet, companion of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all the pious people in the world, they were reading, and now, alhamdulillah, I am getting chance to sit down and to understand the book. So Allah, I didn't ask you that you put me in that class where I am understanding this book, but if you have given this book in my hand, then give me ability that I can sit down and focus 100% to understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala message is. And this is only possible when you will sit and you will stop doing whatever other works you are doing, and then you will compare your daily life routine and your personality with the Quran, where Quran stands and where I stand. If you will listen and you say, okay, this is a Quran story, I know, this is a Musa story, I know, this is a Ibrahim alayhi salam story, I know. No, no, no. It's not gonna work like that. Okay, this is a Jannah story. If we will go, okay, we will see like this will gonna, you know, I will get all these things. It's not gonna work like that. Okay, the reason of sitting and reading the Quran, you have learned in Islamic studies that the people before Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were fighting from last 40 years, and they were fighting in a way that they kill each other. But when the Quran revealed, and they sit in the gathering of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when they hear the Quran, it start changing them. You have learned Hazrat Umar radiallahu anh, he was going to kill Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but once he recite the Quran, and his whole intention go away, and he became Muslim. And there are so many other stories that day by day, day by day, day by day, so many people who were enemy of Islam, who were enemy of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they become Muslim, and a very good pious Muslim. So there is a there is something in Quran. There is something in Quran which it would change our inside, but why it's not affecting us? Same, I was telling to Afan that every single time like we are sitting, we are reading Quran, but the Quran is not going inside our heart. We are not changing, like we are not feeling, we are changing ourselves in the same way as the companion of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when they were understanding the Quran, they are changing, right? What is the reason behind? The reason is we are not very honest with our Quran. We are not very honest with our time. We are not very honest if someone is sitting and then we are listening and we are absorbing. If you will not absorb, then it will be only information for you, that okay, I understand the ayah, I can extract the meaning, I know what is the story behind, but it will not change you from inside. and then it will not give any kind of benefit to you other than information. Okay, so once you are in front of Quran translation class, stop doing other works. Okay, pay, give your 100%. If you have any question, like, use your brain, like how I connect my routine, like how I connect myself and my personality with this Quran. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about Jannah ayah, am I among those who will be there or not? If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling about Jahannam ayah, am I pretty close going in Jahannam, or my deeds are enough? Like the problem is we are deciding our deeds by ourselves. Okay, I'm doing good. Okay, I'm reading Quran, I'm reading Salah, I'm doing house chores, whatever my mom is saying, I'm doing it, I'm listening. Okay, fine. Okay, but you are supposed to judge yourself with the Quran, not with the what your brain is saying. There are so many things which is hidden, you don't know this is sin and you are doing it. The and all about is the wasting time. Okay, wasting time is one of the biggest factor in which will drag us toward the Jahannam. So please, 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 I have requested this before and I am saying this again, that if you want a good change and if you want to please Allah, if you want that you will be in Jannah because of this Quran, then you have to be very careful when you are sitting in the Quran class. Don't take it for granted that I can do other works and I can sit at the same time. I'm listening, I'm writing, I have notes, and I'm done. This is not your school subject that you have to give any exam. That I have all the notes and before exam I will read it and then I will write and I will get my marks. No, it will not work like that. Whatever you are listening, you have to absorb it right away. You have to compare yourself with the Quran, every single ayah, every single sentence. Like, am I following all these things? Am I if you are understanding Quran and at that time you are not comparing yourself and you are not judging yourself, you are not accountable for yourself, then do you think when you will close the Quran after Quran class, at that time you will feel like, okay, I will yeah, I will am I on the right path, or whatever I study in my Quran class, like, is it same whatever life I'm spending? No, if you are sitting in the Quran class and at that time your like your soul, your conscious is not shaking you, now where are you? Like what Allah is saying and what you are doing, if you are now trying to balance that, then it's hard after Quran class. Like after a week you will again show up and again you will sit down and you will read few more ayats and you will move and move and move on and on and on, and your Quran will be finished. You will be having knowledge, okay, I can do the transition, but that knowledge will not be sufficient for going in Jannah. Okay, inshallah. So every single ayah is for you and me, first for me and then for you. Okay, every single word, every single ayah is for us, and we have to think, like, every single ayah is for extracting some kind of lesson and to compare our life, like am I on my right track or right path, what Quran is saying and what I am doing. Every single time this should be a fight in you. If you are not fighting yourself after reading Quran, if you are not fighting the Jannah people, am I be the one who will go in Jannah, then it will be useless sitting in the class. Then it will be useless. It will not give you anything other than the information. Okay, so inshallah, let's start the class, and I hope after class everyone will participate, that I understand this in this ayah, I have this question in this ayah. Otherwise it looks like I'm just teaching one or two students in the class, and rest of the class are just giving attendance, and that's it. Okay, so inshallah, that it will give, like, it's a reminder for me whatever I have learned with my teacher. I am revising along with you, and it's giving me a reminder. Okay, and it will might be like I'm utilizing my time, that may Allah accept, and like whatever effort I'm doing with you, like whatever hard work I'm doing with you, my intention is only might be one of you can get it, and choose the right track, and it will give me benefit at the day of Qiyamah, that you will be witness for me that okay, this I was I learned with Simon auntie, and just because of this I choose the right track, right path. Okay, this is just my intention. But if you want to keep it just as an information that I know how to read it, I know the translation, I know about the explanation, but it's not changing you, then you should think about it. Okay, inshallah. So let's start the class. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir
Samadhi.
rajeem. Yeah, yeah, Farah.
Sorry, can I just add something quickly?
Yeah, yeah.
Just to everyone, me, Shamal, and Kamal practice translation class Monday to Wednesday at 5:30. You guys are welcome to join us. It's the same Zoom meeting, so if you guys want to just practice a little more translation, we always do it every Monday to Thursday.
Jazakallah Farah, because it always gonna help when you will spend more time with Quran. Inshallah, it will be a witness for you at the day of Qiyamah. So don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. This is not the maths and science subject that someone will give you the exam paper and you will write. So you have all notes, and before exam you will review it. No, you are not reading it. You are not in the class, and no one is gonna take your exam, right? No one. I'm not that kind of person that I say, okay, at the end of the surah, or at the end of the para, I will take some kind of exam. No, my intention is, my all the thoughts are how much change you are feeling in yourself, and how much you can relate yourself being a Muslim, that okay, I am a Muslim, I should be like this. Before reading or understanding Quran, I was not, I was very far, you know uh, um in my behavior, in my personality, in my daily life, or whatever. But now, after spending time with Quran, after understanding Quran, little, but it's a change. Even though it's a little change, but alhamdulillah, every single time I'm changing. Every single time I'm more respectable towards Quran. I feel more love, and I feel more and more to sit down and study about Quran. Okay, if this is not bringing this kind of change in you, then I'm feeling sorry for myself. Like, maybe I'm not able to communicate, like I'm not able to teach you in a way, because our teachers teach in a way. And and I don't know, if you are not taking it that way, that means it's my fault. Like, I'm not doing it that way. Okay, so inshallah, please don't do it the like you did last week. Only one person was answering, and rest of you were just stay quiet and just reading the translation. Because if I need to read the translation, I can wind up the class in 5 minutes. Like, one person can read the Arabic and next person can read the translation, and we are done, right? But if we are talking and trying to understand that ayah, and trying to extract some lessons and meaning, and where we are, then you have to pay attention. And when you will pay attention, then only you can understand. Okay, and then you can only participate in the class. Okay, so stop whatever you are doing, sit down with your notes, with your pen, and your notebook, and then inshallah listen carefully. Okay. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Because one more thing, shaitan never wants you to focus, because his all hard working is to distract you from Quran. Okay, and you have to fight with that shaitan all the time, because you are reading Quran. Of course, he will distract you, and this is happening, right? So there are so many other things which you can open. You can do it at the same time. So, always remember, even when your parents are talking to you and you are on the cell phone, or you are playing games, or watching TV, or at the same time you're listening to your parents, it will stay in your ears. It will not go inside the heart. Like, the words will be there, but the feeling inside the word is always missing. So the same thing happen. Like, you will listen. If you are walking, if you can listen my voice, okay, but the feeling inside the words will be gone. Okay, so you have to catch the feeling behind the ayah. Okay, try to catch the every single deeper and deeper and deeper feeling. This feeling will bring a change inside you. These words will not gonna change. Okay, this feeling will bring a change inside you. So in the same way, when parents talk to you, sometimes you are listening, but you, like, the with no feelings, because your brain is busy somewhere else, right? So in the same way, when you are reading a Quran, when you are understanding translation, you have to give your 100%. If you will not give your 100%, then it will be only words. It will not bring any kind of change in you, because it's all feelingless. Okay, so inshallah, whenever you are listening a single word or ayah of Quran, then feel it, feel the deeper meaning why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, saying this ayah. Allah is a speaker and I am the listener. This Quran is for me. So what message is, behind this ayah? What message is in, I am getting from it, and did it bring any kind of change in me or not? This should be your intention all the time. This should be a fight in yourself all the time. Okay, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So inshallah, last time we stopped, and I told you, like, the next few ayah are the good news for the people who are going in Jannah. Okay, yashhaduhu shahada. Sheen ha dal is the root word. Ya is mudare, and who is the attached pronoun. Okay, zamire, this is called zamir. Okay, so yashhaduhu, which bear witness, shahada, witness, bear witness. Okay, this word you use in the kalima as well, which bear witness. Al muqarrabun, qaraba, qarab means near. Okay, muqarrabun, meme always show the file means the doer. Okay, so muqarrabun, the one who are nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa nun is the plural, those nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, inna, verily, abrar means bir. Okay, bir means neki, bir means good deeds, the one who are the righteous people. Okay, lafi, lam is, lafi means in, na'im is delight. Okay, which bear witness, those nearest to Allah, verily the righteous will be delight. Okay, we already did till here last week, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to connect from the back, because these are connecting. Okay, for Jannah. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Ala, on. Ala is a preposition. Okay, Araiki. Ra'a means to look. Okay, to see, to look. Okay, Ra, Hamza. This Ra'a, wherever Ra'aita, Ra'a, Ra'ai. Okay, this meaning is for look, looking. Okay, Yanzurun. Sorry. Arai, it's thrones, and yanzuru, nazara, noon, zara, nazar. Sometime might be, if someone is talking in Urdu, maybe you have listen, oh, nazar weak ho gayi hai, right? Eyesight weak ho gayi hai, nazar. Okay, so noon, zara, nazar, ya is a plural. Okay, and wow noon is for plural, and ya is for mudari. Okay, yanzurun, looking. So one more thing, because I have explained this word so many times. Okay, so now it will be like the words which will be pretty close with this format. Okay, when you will see wow noon and you will see ya in the start, so you can extract by yourself, like, what are the root word will be always in the middle. Okay, and ya is for mudare means the one who the verb which give the meaning of future and present together according to the sentence. Either it will be giving the meaning of future tense or the present tense. Maunun is for plural. So yandurun, and you will see so many words. So when you are reading Quran, try to find these kind of words which are pretty close, like waunun is in the end and ya in the beginning. So you will be able to extract the root word from at least this format. Okay, and when you are reading Quran, try to focus, like, okay, this is mudare, this is for a plural, like other words, not only the one which you are learning in 30th para, but in other para as well. Okay, So على الأرائك ينظرون on thrones looking تعرف عرف عين وفا عرف means recognize something. Okay, ta is again for mudari recognize. So you can see, as I said, sometimes it gives the meaning of future and sometimes present. Okay, so here it's giving the meaning of future. تعرف, you will recognize fi in. Okay, you have learned this lafi in and fi in. Okay, same meaning. Wajh, wow, jim, ha. Wajh means face. Wuju means faces. Wuju is a plural. Okay, wajh, one face, and wuju, faces, plural. Him is again a pronoun, and the meaning is their. Okay, wujuhihim, their faces. Ta'rifu fi wujuhihim, you will recognize in their faces. Whom faces? The one who are sitting in Jannah, the one who will be in Jannah. Okay, Nazwatan Na'im, Nadara, brightness. Noon Ghara, Nadara, brightness. Na'im, again the same word. Over here it's Na'im, over here it's An-Na'im. Okay, Na'im, again delight. Okay, so those faces you can, when you will look from very far, you can see like how much happy they are, how much delight and brightness you can see on their faces. And why not? They are in Jannah. That is the final destination where they will stay forever. If someone will tell you, okay, you are going to Florida, and your neighbors see you in Florida, and you are in the Disney World, so when your neighbor will see you, so of course your face will be bright and delight because you are on your vacation, you are enjoying there, right? So in the same way, when other people will see the person who is entering in Jannah, enjoying the bounties, enjoying the things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving in Jannah, of course that person will be bright, and the face will be bright, and that person will be delight, and you can see the emotions from very far. Okay, what he will get other than this? Yusqawna, saqa, seen of. Okay, it means drink. Okay, again, remember I told you when the similar word come, then try to do it by yourself. Who wants to try? Yusqawna. How you can explain it. If you just know the meaning, what is in the big in the middle, saqa means drink. Okay, Farah, yeah,
You said saqa means drink, right?
yeah.
So
Very
the
similar to
ya.
Yamtrun, okay? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the ya is giving if it's per a present or
Mudare.
future.
Yeah, Fele
Mudari,
Mudare.
right?
Okay, Fele Mudare.
Yes.
Fele means verb and Mudare means the one who gives the meaning of future or present, okay? Fele Mudare.
Okay, so this is fi'l mudari,
Mm-hmm.
and then the wow and the noon is the pronoun for, and it's for
Plural.
they,
Plural. No, no, no. Plural. Not pronoun.
plural.
Plural. Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay. Wow, no,
okay,
not plural. And seeing cough is to drink, okay? So
right,
that's why
okay,
they are giving the meaning of they because of this wow noon, okay? This
okay.
because of this wow noon, they are giving the meaning of they, and this ya is will be, okay? Because in English we use is, am, are, will, what, will, shall, right? But in Arabic, inside the word everything is hidden, okay? Min means of, okay? Min is huruf jar, okay? This is called huruf jar, the connecting word, okay? Rahiq, pure wine, okay? A kind of alcohol. Shamil and Kamil, if you are in the class, I want all of you to answer me, okay? Please don't show up in the end that I didn't listen, I was in the washroom, I was here and there, and Arush and Arma abstain. I will stop in the middle and I will ask you questions, so I want all of you to answer, not only Farah, okay? Okay, Rahiq means pure wine. Okay, it's a kind of alcohol, and the one which will be in Jannah. Look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so Rahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said you are not allowed to drink wine in the dunya, right? In the world. But see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is offering us in Jannah the wine, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, I ask you not to drink wine and alcohol in the dunya, and you make yourself stay away just to make me happy, just to please me. So now there is no restriction for you. Now you are allowed to drink wine. So we are not allowed to drink wine in this dunya, but we are allowed to drink the alcohol, wine, and everything. And there are different kinds of wine in Quran. You will, this is the first one, rahiq. There is so much detailed meaning of this, which kind of wine it is. We are not going in this much detail, inshallah. This is a pure wine. There will be few people in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will mix something, and then they will be offered to drink. But few people who are really pious, because there will be a grades. This one is in Jannah, this person is also in Jannah, this person is also in Jannah, but everyone will be not on the same, like same, everyone will not get the same thing. Okay, some are the some will be on higher status, and some will be middle, some will be lower, so they will deal, like the angels will deal accordingly. So there will be some people who will get the wine that will be very pure, okay, and sealed. Maktum means sealed wine, okay. The person will open by, and before that nobody tastes that, and it will be sealed, okay. Maktum means khatama means when you stamp something, okay. So that wine will be sealed, you will open by yourself, okay. So yusqauna, they will be given to drink min of rahiq, pure wine, maktum, sealed. They will be given to drink of pure wine which will be sealed, okay. And also, the reason behind this is, as I explained, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked all the Muslims not to drink wine. Not only Muslim, but everyone, but the followers, the one who understand and follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they keep themselves stay away from those things which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't allow us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala feel very happy at the day of Qiyamah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be offering us a pure wine which will be sealed. Okay. ختامه مسك وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون. ختامه, the last thereof. ختم, ختم, might be you have listened this word in Urdu, ختم, ختم, خلاص, okay. ختم means last thereof, okay. Misk, misk is a smell of musk, okay. This is a kind of perfume, okay, and very expensive, and it comes out from the uh, the deer, like inside the tummy of a deer, like there is a detail about the musk, okay. So this is basically a kind of if we don't go in detail, it's basically a kind of perfume, okay, a very expensive and good smell perfume, okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will the will give the wine, and last thereof smell of will be the smell of musk, okay. Wa fi dhalika, wow means and, fi means for, dhalika this, okay. Dhalika is called isme ishara in Arabic, in grammar. It's called isme ishara. Ism means noun, ishara means to point something. So zalika is a word because sometimes we point something by saying this or that, right? So this is when we use the word zalika, then it's isme ishara. Okay, isme ishara. You can write zalika and you can write there isme ishara. Isim means noun, ishara means to point something. It's a noun, but we use this noun to point something. Okay, zalika means isme ishara. Wafi zalika, and for this, falyatanafasil mutanafisun. Tanafas. Ta, noon, fa, seen. Okay, tanafas. Wow, noon is for plural. Okay, let those strive who want to strive. Okay, falyatanafasil mutanafisun. Now it's up to you who wants to join this race, and who ever want to go and grab like whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving in the Jannah. So it's up to you. If you are planning to go in Jahannam, you will do the deeds accordingly. If you are planning to go in Jannah, then you will be wisely do like plan your life. Okay, you will be very very focused, because the one who will be very very focused and follow the right path will be on the higher level, and they will go they will get so many things. So the one you have learned the pure wine, that is Rahib, which will be seen Maktoum, and it's up to you. Like, let those strive who want to strive, and only one will run for this thing, the one who wants to. Okay. Wamizajuhu, wow means and, mizaj, mixture. Means mizaj, mixture, who, it's a pronoun, it's mixture. Min tasneem will be from tasneem. Okay, tasneem is basically a fountain, and there is a little detail about that fountain. That fountain will be flowing from the ear in Jannah, and there will be a pound where all the water will be dripping and gathering, and then people will be drinking from there. Okay. Ainai, I spring, a fountain, I spring. Yashrabu, sharaba, sheen, raba. Again, sharaba means drink. Saqa means drink. Okay, saqa means drink. Sharaba means also drink. Okay, so these two different words, but same meaning. Yes, Afara?
Is the ya in will drink? Is that a fi'l mudari' as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or okay.
This will is showing us this is sharaba means basically. Make one thing very clear when we will go in grammar part. Inshallah, I will explain you that with the noun you will not see this attain, like you will not see this ya. Okay, this ya only comes with verb. Okay, whenever the verb, because drink is a verb, right? So you will see the mudari. Okay, Mudari Sama.
Okay.
Sharaba again is a verb. Okay, so you will see the ya before it. Yashrabu. Sharaba yashrabu. Will drink. Okay, so this mudari always come with verbs, not with the nouns. Okay, so
Okay.
if sharaba is a verb, then of course this ya will be the mudari. Okay, so far you are learning only ya, and you are figuring out that this is mudari, but it's atain. Atain means hamza, ta, ya, noon. Any word could be come before the word, and it is a sign of mudari. Okay, it's not only ya, but hamza, ya, ta, noon. Any word can come out of this four word. Atain. This is called atain. Okay, so attain is basically like attain is a is a symbolic word. Okay, it's a word like to keep remember that any word which you see before the verb gives the meaning of future or present. Okay, so yeah, mostly you can see, but inshallah in next words you will see attain. Either it's hamza or sometime noon or sometime yeah, Hamza or ta. Okay, Hamza, ta, ya, or no. Any word can come. Okay, look here. Did you see ta'arifu? At that time I told you this ta is mudari, and over here is ya is mudari. Okay, uruf means recognize. This is also a word. Okay, so you can see ta here before this word will recognize. Okay, so ta, ya, Hamza and Noon. Okay, the combination is called Atain. So any word from Atain, it comes, this is counts in Mudari. Okay, clear, Farah?
Yes. Jazakallah.
Ain means the spring. Okay, the spring, the pound, the river, whatever, the small. Not a river is little bigger. Okay, spring is smaller. So Ain ya Noon. Ain a spring. Yashrabu will drink. Biha whereof. Al muqarrabun. It's the same thing. If you little focus, you have learned here muqarrabun. Okay, the one who are nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, Those who are nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Khawf, ra, ba is the root word. But over here you are not watching any attain. Okay, you are watching meme. So when you see meme, it's a file. File means doer. Okay, the one who does the work. Okay, the one who is doing that work. So qaraba means near, and the people. Meme whenever ends with something, it talks about the people. File means doer. Okay, file means doer. In Arabic, it's called file. So this meme is basically, you know, telling us about those people who are nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this wow noon is for plural. Okay, all the peoples. Okay, so ختامه مسك وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون ومزاجه من تسنيم عينا يشرب بها المقربون. So, and last year of smell of musk, and for this let those strive who wants to strive, and its mixture will be from tasneem, spring will drink whereof those who nearest to Allah. So the people will be in Jannah, but everyone will be not nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in Quran later on you will learn that some people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show himself, like Allah will show himself to people, but not all the people who are in Jannah. Few people can see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only few. Okay, and few people can see Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all the prophets and all the companion, not to everyone. Okay, muqarrabun means the one who are very nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, those will drink the spring. Now let's move on the next. Inna, really, allazina, those who, ajramu, jarama, jim, ra, mim, jurm. Might be you have listened this word in Urdu, jurm. Sometimes you say, oh, इसने जुर्म किया है, like he did crime, right? So jarama, jim, ra, mim, jarama, it's crime. Okay, ajramu, committed crimes. Okay, inna allazina ajramu, verily, those who committed crimes, kanu, they used to, min allazina, min preposition at, allazina, those who, amanu, hamza mim noon. Hamza mim noon is for iman. Okay, iman right from same. Aminu, yu'minu, yu'minuna, iman. These are all similar words, and the root word is hamza mim noon. Iman, believe. Okay, aman, yu'minun, yu'minuna, aminun, aminuna, amanu. These are all give the meaning of believers. Okay, believed. Okay, amanu, believed. من الذين آمنوا, at those who believe, يضحكون. Again, you can do it by yourself. If you strike the middle part, what is that? ضحك. Okay, ضحك means laugh. Okay, ya is mudare again, and baunun for plural. And ضحك, the two teeth which are at the corner are called dahaka. Like those teeth are also called dahaka, because when you smile, so those teeth are very obvious. When you smile, louder, so those two teeth can easily be seen. Okay, anyone can see your those two teeth. Okay, so those teeth are called zahaka in Arabic. Okay, and wahak means laugh. Okay, there is a dua when you see someone laughing, so we make that dua. Allahumma azhaka thinnak. Might be Arushan or Mab remember, because when we were coming to the class, we were reading this dua. Allahumma azhaka thinnak. Okay, so I don't exactly remember the words, but when you see someone smiling, so you make this dua. Oh Allah, make this person, keep this person, like make this person happy, like this person, be happy forever. Okay, so this kind of dua. So whenever you see a Muslim smiling and laughing, always in the heart make this dua. أضحك الله سنك. Yeah. أضحك الله سنك. Oh Allah, make this person, always happy. Okay, so always make this dua. This is a very, very beautiful dua. أضحك الله سنك. Oh Allah, make this person very, very happy. Okay, so Zahaka means laugh. Okay, Wa ida, wa means and, ida whenever, maru, maru they passed, bihim by them. Yataghamazun. Again, ya is for mudari, waun for plural. Yataghamazun. Gha means yataghamazun. You know what is the meaning of this ayah? Inna ladina ajramu. The one who are not very good, the one who are not very pious. And this ayah apply like all others ayah, like you can pretty easily you can see around you. Innal ladina ajramu kanu minal ladina amanu yadhakun. Verily those who committed crime they used to at those who believed laugh. What does it mean? You know, the one who are sinners, who don't want to obey Islam, don't want to accept Islam, or if they accept Islam, they are committed with a crime. They are not ready to follow the commands of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. They always used to make fun of the people who are believers. Understand? The one who are non-believers or the one who are Muslim but they are not very practicing Muslim, they always make fun of the people who believe Islam, the one who believe Allah. Okay. Oh, why you are wearing your scarf? Don't you feel so hot wearing your scarf? Why you are always cover yourself from top to toe? Oh, why you are praying salah? Why you are? Oh, look at this person. How they are having beard. How they are covering their face. So these kind of remarks, every single disbeliever, sometimes the one who are very very the one who don't like the Muslims, sometimes you get these kind of remarks, right? So this Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is highlighting in this ayah that the one who are committed crimers, okay, the one who commit crimes, they don't care Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So that is why their job, they are used to make fun of the believer, the one who are following the right path. They make fun of them. What happened at the time of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when they are sitting here and there, and then when the believers are passing from there, at the time of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when the believers are passing from there on any street or wherever, so they start making fun of them. Oh, look how good this person was before, but by the time he accepts Islam and starts sitting with Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he changed himself. As I said, when Quran start entering in your heart, it bring a big change inside you. You start, you know, you feel love following the commands of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. You stop caring about other people, right? So they were doing the same. They were doing the same, and when they start sitting in the gathering of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so they start feeling, oh, we should follow Islam, and they stop caring about others. So might be, let's suppose there were two friends. Okay, understand this way. There were two friends. Okay, and one friend became Muslim, and one friend still say, no, I don't want to change my religion. So let's suppose the one who didn't change the religion was sitting on the streets with other friend, and the one who accept Islam was passing by from there. So the person who was sitting, who is non-believer, your friend, of course he has spent lot of time with you, so that person start making fun by saying to other friends, he was my friend, he was very good before, but by the time he accept Islam, look how much he has changed, and he is crazy, he is mad, he is following a person who is bringing a big change in that person, so he's a crazy person. And by saying this, they start making fun of the believers. So this ayah is basically for all the believers who sometimes get confused. People are making fun, so they should feel satisfied. No, Allah already knew if I will be a believer, people will make fun of me. And Allah is highlighting this ayah in Quran that of course they will make fun of you. In the Quran you will read they make fun of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Oh, you are a believer, you are a prophet of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Where are the angels? We were thinking that when you will go here and there, few angels will be always with you. Few angels will bring a very big letter, and you can reach. to sky on that ladder. Where is your ladder? Where is the angels? Nobody is with you. You are alone. What kind of prophet you are? So this kind of fun they make Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So who are we? If we follow Islam and other people are making laugh on us, then this is normal. We should not take it on our heart, because this is from day one. This is from last 1400 years ago. Okay, and you can see whatever is happening, with the people of, the Muslims who are suffering in the Middle East. Okay, so you are watching all these things. That's because they are believers. People are making fun. People, they are paying back for their kalima, the kalima they recite. Okay, وَإِذَا مَرُّوا بِهِمْ, and whenever they passed by them, as same as I said, they are sitting and they pass by them, they used to wink one another. So when they are sitting with their friends, they start moving their eyes and say, oh, see, he is going, and he was my friend before, and now see how he look like and how he is wearing. And of course everything will change when you accept Islam. Then you stop caring about other people, because your iman level goes this much higher. Then you stop caring about what other people are saying. And if you do care, that means your iman level is very, very big. Okay, wa iza qalabu, wow means and, iza when, qalabu qaf lam ba, qalb means heart. And why heart is called qalb in Arabic? Because its emotion change, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes happy, sometimes sad, right? So qalaba means return, again and again, return to, from one scenario to another, right? One situation to another. Qalabu, qaf, lam, ba. Qalb means they returned. Okay. Again, you can see here noon. Okay. As I said, it's a sign of atain. So over here, you are watching noon instead of ya or ta. Okay. So they returned. And when they return, ila, to, ila is a preposition, ahal, hamza, ha, lam. Ahal means your family. Okay. Hum is a pronoun. Okay. Hum is a pronoun, attached pronoun, and this means their. Ahal means own people, like family, own people. When the person go back to his family, sometimes one brother is Muslim, another brother is not Muslim. Sometimes one sister is Muslim, another sister is not Muslim, right? So they are saying when they are sitting on the streets and they are watching that person is moving by. So yes, Arusha and Armab, any question?
Ayah 30, what does the last part mean? They used to wink one to another?
So how you just move your eyebrows when you want to show someone that, like, without using your words. Like, I cannot express that, but you can, uh, like like with your eyes, like with your, you are not using your body language, you are not using your words, but with an eye. If, let's suppose, you and your sister is sitting, okay, and I just entered in that room, and you want to tell your sister Saima auntie is coming, how you will tell her? If you will not touch her, then how you will tell her? With your eyes, right? How you will move your eyebrow, and how you will just tell her, oh, see, she's coming, right? Without using your words, understand? You will wink your eyebrow, you will wink your eye, just to tell your sister, notice she is coming. Okay, so when they are passing by, so the non-believers do the same thing. They do not use their words, they do not speak anything, but they use they wink their eyebrows, and their face expression should be like, okay, see, this person is coming. Okay, sometimes we do in the shadi as well, sometimes we do in the party as well. Like, we want to tell our family, oh, this is that person is coming. And we do not talk, we do not even touch the person who is sitting next to us, we do not touch. But we only, if we have eye contact, with that eye contact, we try to tell the person that, oh, look, there, something is happening. Okay, someone is coming, something is happening. So that is the meaning, yataghamazun. Okay, ghamaz. Okay, وَإِذَا قَلَبُوا, and when they return, ila, to, ahal, their, ahal, own people, means family. Ahal, ehlu, ayal, might be When we were in Pakistan, most of the time on the card it's written Ahlu Ayal. You are invited with your Ahlu Ayal. Ahl is means your family, okay? Ayal means kids and Ahl means family, okay? So here the same word is coming. Own people, whom there to their own people. Qalabu, return, the same word you learn here. Fakihin, jesting. They would return jesting. Not only when they were sitting on the streets, they were making fun of the believers, but also when they came back to the home, might be the brother watched the brother, or sister watched the sister, or brother watched the taya or chacha or anyone who became Muslim. So when they come back to the family, they tell them by using the bad words, and they say, oh, yeah, like using the gestures, different kind of gestures, to tell the family that, oh, I see him today. I see him after accepting Islam. I know he was passing by and I see him. So when not only if they are sitting on the streets or in the parks or anywhere, they make fun, but also when they go back to the family members at night, or whenever, they also explain the entire whole story. Not only they do that, but they also do something more. Wa iza, and when ra'awhum, ra'a means see. Remember I explained before, ra'a means see. Okay, ra'aw, past tense, saw. Hum means pronoun them. Ra'awhum, when they saw them. Qalu, qala, qaf, waw, lam is the root word, and qalu, past tense, they said. Okay, qalu, past tense. Qalu means say, qala means say, and qalu is the past tense, they said. Inna, again, really. Haulai, haulai is again isme ishara, these. One word before you have learned zalika, that was isme ishara. Okay, the noun which used to indicate something, the to point something, and the second isme ishara you have learned here, haulai. Haulai means these, again isme ishara. Inna, really, haulai these, nadallun. Remember, you learned this word in Surah Fatiha, dallin, astray. Here it's coming Dalun. Okay. Lam, indeed, for sure. Okay. This lam with fatha sign, it comes with anything. Sometimes lam comes with kasra and sometimes lam comes with fatha. Okay. So this lam means for sure. Yes, Farah,
Could you explain the verily these, the hello, the istikhara, I think it was?
this one, Haulai.
Yeah, yeah.
Haulai means isme ishara. Isim means noun,
Uh,
ishara means to point something. Ishara. You want me to write it?
no, I got it.
Okay, okay. Isme ishara. In Arabic, we call isme ishara. I will give you the list of isme ishara, inshallah. Okay. So it's isme
Okay.
ishara, and meaning of this is these. Okay, to point something. Okay. So before you learn the isme ishara zalika, over here, over here. Okay. Zalika is also isme ishara, and now you are learning haulai. It's isme ishara, and there are a few more isme ishara. Inshallah, day by day you will learn. So make a separate list at the end of the notebook and write isme ishara and write haulai, dalika. So write after that these, and for dalika this. So inshallah, day by day when these words will come, it will be easy for you to extract the meaning. You can do the meaning by yourself. La dalun, lam fatha means indeed, like for sure. Dalun, have gone astray. Dal means gumrahi. Dal means the one who distract from the right path. Okay, or of course the one who distract from the right path is always astray. Okay, so they not only go and tell the family members that I saw that person, but when they saw them, they said really they have indeed gone astray. Do you understand the meaning of this ayah? The disbelievers are, when they are watching the believers on the street or somewhere, so they are saying, when this person was very very good, But when this person starts sitting in the Quran class, when this person starts sitting at the time with the gathering of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so he become astray. Basically, who is the original person who is astray? Who is the one? Tell me, who is the one? Who is the one? Basically, who is the one who is not on the right track? The believers or non-believers? Hmm?
Unbelievers?
Of course, the believers are on the right track, right? But believers are on the right path, right? But over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling that the person who are sitting on the streets, the person who are sitting, the person Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking here, the one who are committing crimes, okay? Basically, this person is saying that the person who believe Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Allah are the astray people. Understand? Did you understand this ayah? Wa ida, and when ra'awhum. What does what where this they is going? Who are what? Who is this they? Basically, this they is committed crime or ajramu, the one who committed crime. Okay, and who is this them? Tell me, who is this them? Allah is using the pronoun, but where this pronoun is referring, where this pronoun is going back. This them is, tell me, where this them is going. Amanu. Okay? Yes, Arush?
Oh, I was gonna say that they were referring to the believers.
Yeah. Okay, now understand. If we use the committed crimers here and if we use the believers here, so how the ayah will be? And when the committed crimer saw the believers, committed crimer said, verily these believers have indeed gone astray. Now you understand? Clear to all of you? Farah, Haru, Shamab, Afan, Shamil, Kamil.
Clear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Waiza, and when the committed crimer saw the believers, committed crimer starts saying, verily these believers have indeed gone astray. So basically, it's upside down. Believers should say they are not accepting Islam and they are astray, but it's ulta, like it's all opposite. Crimers are saying this person was very good before, but by the time they accept Islam, now they are astray. They are not on the right path. They are just astray. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how beautifully explaining what is happening nowadays. Once a person start wearing the hijab and a person start wearing abaya, and the person start having beard, or start wearing the jubba, or these kind of things, like the appearance start looking like a Muslim, they start making fun. Okay, and the person who are stubborn, they don't want to follow Islam, or they are disbelievers, they start saying the believers, they start making fun of the believers. This is very common. This is very common to relate nowadays. And Vaiza Maru, and when they passed by them, they point out, like they do not ignore them, that okay, this is a they have accepted Islam, so just ignore them. They do not ignore them. They use their wink of an eye, like they use their expressions and point other people. I am making fun of this person, you also make fun of this person. For this reason they wink one another. Okay, and when they not only they stop here, but they when they return back to their family members, they also explain what they did on the streets to them. Okay, and they jesting them. Okay, and when they saw them on the streets or wherever, in the party, anywhere, they start saying, and this is very common. maybe you have seen few people who start wearing hijab, and other friends are saying, oh, you are wearing hijab, oh, you are wearing abaya, oh, you are following Islam, oh, you are very, very changed nowadays. So they notice, and they try other people to notice and make fun, right? Because they are friends before, so they don't like this person has, now doing this kind of things. Okay, so this is very common. Allah is saying the same thing. Okay, so wama, wow means and, ma means not. Wama, but not. Ursilu. Ursilu, rasala means sent. Okay, rasala, rasilam, rasala means sent. Wow, ursilu, this hamza is wama, but not. Ursilu, they had been sent. Okay, wama ursilu, but they had not been sent. Alayhim, over him, them, hafizin, watchers. Okay, hifazat, hafiz, we say, oh, this person is hafiz. Why we call hafiz? Because he protect Quran, right? They protect Quran in his heart, by memorize the Quran, keep the words in the heart always. That is why we call that person hafiz. Hafidin, hafawa means watchers. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying they are doing it by, they are showing this behavior, that they are pointing the Muslims, but I have not made them watchers over them. Okay, fal yawma, but this day, fa means but, al yawm, this day, allazina, those who, aminu, hamza mimun, believers, iman, minal kufari, at the, this ayah is very beautiful. Try to understand this ayah. Min, at, al kufar, kafara, kafara, kafir is believer, yaghakum, wahaka, again laugh, ya mudare, will, yadhakun, will laugh, minal kufari, at the disbelievers. Okay, will laugh at the disbelievers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, I didn't make them watchers over you. If they are saying, just ignore them, because the qiyamah is gonna come. Falyawma, and at this qiyamah day, allazina amanu, those who believe that they were right, minal kufari yadhakun, and now the believers will laugh on the disbelievers. Because in the dunya, in the world, when they were passing by from anywhere, they were making fun. Oh, look at this person, he become Muslim, he's following this, oh, he's praying, oh, he's doing this, oh, he's doing that. But at the day of Qiyamah, everything will be opposite. But this day, which day? Qiyamah day. Allazina amanu, those who believe, min al kuffari yadhakun. Again, the people will be laughing, but this time, who will be laughing? The believers will be laughing. On whom they will be laughing? On disbelievers. Because they will be in Jahannam, they will be in hellfire. So now it's time for Muslim people, believers people, to laugh on them. See, in the dunya, in the world, you were making fun of me, you were teasing me, you were saying bad words to me, or you were just winking your to one another, making fun of me, and now you are in the hellfire, and now it's my turn to laugh on you, that your final destination is Jahannam. This is a very satisfying ayat. If some time anyone hurt you because of your deen, because of Islam, because you are believer and you are follower of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always make yourself satisfied. One day I will be laughing on this person. I will be laughing when he will be in Jahannam at the day of Qiyamah. So Allah will give you a chance to laugh on disbelievers. Allah is confirming in this ayah. Ala lalaiki yanzurun. And they will be, this disbelievers will be very, very sad, because they will see on thrones. Ala lalaiki yanzurun. You have learned this ayah before. Ala, on araik thrones, yanzurun, looking. Hal thubbiba al-kuffaru makanu yafalun. Very beautiful ayah, very satisfying ayah. Hal is a question. Hal we use is a question word. It's called huruf istifham in Arabic. Hal is huruf istifham. Okay, hal means question. Thubbiba, thubbiba, paid. kuffar, disbelievers. Ma, for what? Kanu, they used to. Yaf'alun, fa'ailan. Fa'ala means do. Ya, mudare, waunun for plural. Yaf'alun, do. You know, not only believers will be laughing on them, but they will be sitting on the thrones like higher sofa set, a very furnished, beautiful sofa set which will be flying in the years uh, in the Jannah. And from there, they will be laughing on the disbelievers, and not only laughing, but they will be saying, "What?" Like, have you seen the match like when soccer or the basketball and when they shoot and they go, wow, what a shoot, right? What a goal, what a shoot. We say like this. So they will be happy and they will say to the disbelievers that, you know, hal subbibal kuffaru makanu yaf'alun. What a answer, what a what a what the D and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed to the disbelievers. If I'll go in the easy way, the Muslims, the believers will be very, very happy and they will say, what a good, revenge Allah has taken from these disbelievers for making love on us and in this dunya. So they will be happy by saying that the disbelievers paid what they used to, what they were doing in the dunya on us. Understand? Hal thubbiba kuffar. Thubbiba means paid. Kuffar means kuffar. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has paid back to all these kuffar, to all these disbelievers, whatever they used to do with us in the dunya. So Allah has taken all the revenge today from them. So may Allah, like, if ever, like, I don't know, you have faced this, I have faced this sometime, and when I'm in the mall, and sometime in Niagara Falls I have seen, sometime where in my house where I was living, my neighbors, they most of the time make fun, like, okay, wearing hijab and abaya and this kind of thing. So these ayah at that time very satisfying, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us chance to laugh on those disbelievers, and we will surely say that, oh Allah, what a payback you have given to them, like what a revenge you have taken from them. They break our heart, and we were so sad at that time, and what a revenge you have taken from them. And same as I said, you are watching in the dunya, they are paying back only because of their belief. Why they are killing them? Because they believe on Allah. Just for the kalima they recite, they are paying back this much. So at the day of Qiyamah, it's not gonna waste. Those who are martyred, they will be laughing on those disbelievers, and they will say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what a payback you given to them, like what a revenge you have done, you have taken with them, inshallah. So this is a very, very, very beautiful surah. Now quickly come back to our lessons we have learned in this surah. So first I want to ask you, like, what you understand, any question in your mind, anything which you learn about the, like, we have learned three things in this. Number one, you learn in this part about the Jannah, about like favors of Jannah, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving to all of us. Number two, you have learned how disbelievers torture the believers in this dunya, and how they make fun, how they tease us. But in the end of the surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I didn't send them as a watcher over you, but they're gonna pay back. They will laugh, you will laugh on them at the day of Qiyamah, and those believers will pay back what they are doing. So don't worry about that, okay? So these are the ayats you are watching around you. If you follow Islam in the school, sometimes you face so many things, okay? So inshallah, always make yourself satisfied that, okay, at the day of Qiyamah, it will be good for us. It will be very, very good for all of us, and it will be very, very bad for them, okay, inshallah. So one by one, take mic and inshallah, try to explain what you learn in your own words about the ayah, so we can have a quick review about the ayats. And then in the end, inshallah, I will ask you to just explain me the word to word translation, because that was missing. I was thinking like in the start, but I was thinking like maybe we cannot cover the rest of the ayah which we need to. So inshallah, yes, quickly let's just start with Farah and then everyone get ready. Okay, yes, Farah.
Like the
Quick
word to
summary.
word or
Yeah,
the
quick
oh
summary
summary.
along with
Okay.
the lessons. What lessons you learned from this, inshallah. Okay.
Okay. Starting from which bear witness or to which bear witness?
First, you can
Or should I
explain
start
about
from?
the about the like don't go ayah by ayah if you want, but you can summarize the all Jannah favors of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Yes, Kamil.
Okay. Okay.
1 minute, Kamil. Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if I could do it like the other eyes,
So which ayah?
like some other eyes.
Some other ayahs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like after
whatever
five.
Did you do you want to do these ones, Kamal? You can do these ones if you want.
you want to do these ones or the next ones?
I can do these ones, but if I was doing them, so
It's okay. I don't mind.
are you sure?
For sure.
Okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
okay. So do I start from
Can you please speak a little louder?
Okay,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay. So I start from the beginning or the verily the righteous.
You can summarize everything, like what favors they are getting in Jannah when they go to the ayah.
Okay. So like the people in Jannah, right? So like when they go in, they'll be like really delight, like they'll be really happy,
Mm-hmm.
and then like you can like recognize like their face because
Mm-hmm.
like their face will be really bright and happy because they're entering like a really good place, which is Jannah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like and then once you enter, you would be allowed to drink wine, and the reason why you'll be able to drink wine is because you like you stayed away from wine in the real world, and then Allah is now giving you a like a gift kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So then you could drink wine there, and then you just drink it,
Mm-hmm.
and after like it would have like a smell of a musk,
Mm-hmm.
and then like yeah, and then you just drink it,
Mm-hmm. And
and then I'm pretty sure it would be from like a fountain. I forget the name of the fountain.
Tasneem.
Yeah, the Smeen, which is a
Tasneem.
fountain.
Okay.
Okay, Tasneem, which is
And it is written
mountain.
that this tasneem will be flowing from the highest place of Jannah, like from somewhere in the year. Okay, somewhere in the year, and people will be drinking. And there is little more detail about it. If you guys will say, inshallah, in next class, I will just explain this little more about it. And yeah, go ahead.
Right, and then like and then the people will like drink it out, like the people that are closest and like the nearest to Allah.
Yeah, very good. This will drink by the people who are very nearest to Allah. But tasneem will not get, like everyone will not get the pure tasneem. It's written that some people will get a mixture. Vamizajuhu, it's a mixture from tasneem. Some people will get the pure, and some people will get the mixture of this, like not the pure, according to their grades, okay, according to their levels, like according how what are the level in Jannah. So if you will be on higher level, then you will get the pure one. If you will not be on higher level, then you will get a mixture, not the pure one. Okay, so like the low quality, little low quality. Okay, so what lesson you learned from this? Like what comes to your mind? Like what kind of lesson you learned from this ayah? Kamil,
Can you repeat that?
what lesson you learned after reading this ayah? What lesson comes to your mind? This, because as I said in the start, every single ayah, every single story in Quran gives some kind of lesson to all of us. Okay, so we can think, we can correct our path. So what comes to your mind after reading this ayah about Jannah?
That like um Allah like restricts a bunch of stuff from you in the real world, but
Mm-hmm.
like when you go into Jannah, you get everything. You basically get everything you want, and
Mm-hmm.
like which which tells you that like it doesn't really matter if you don't have stuff in the real world because you have everything in Jannah.
Why Allah
That's what
subhanahu
I
wa
think.
ta'ala explaining about Jannah in the Quran, like again and again and again and again? Why? Yes, Arush and Armag? You all can add up. Like if you have any point, you all can add up. The main reason is to learn something from it, right? The if you have something in mind other than Kamil, just add all the points, okay? Yep. Yes, Arush?
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Uh, I think that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala adds ayahs about Jannah is that when he talks about all the advantages and the abilities we could do about Jannah, it's just telling us that we have to work harder in our deen so we can accomplish this and we can have all these advantages for ourselves.
Very good. And we should not feel behind in Jannah, because as we are learning again and again, Jannah has grades. Jannah has levels, okay? So if we will be on the lower level, we shouldn't feel, oh, this person is getting pure stuff and we are not getting it. This person is watching Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm not allowed to. So Allah is explaining in the Quran again and again that we can work harder, and we can, if we are planning to go in Jannah, why not on the higher levels? Okay? So this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala motivate us by explaining the bounties of Jannah again and again. Yes, Afan, you have anything to add in this?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay, and Farah, do you want to add something?
Yes,
Shamil?
I want to add.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted to add to Kamal and Arusha's point. I think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also talks about Jannah to have like to give Muslims something to work towards. Like when you're, this is gonna be a weird example, but when you're at like, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if you guys go to Chuck E. Cheese anymore, but or an arcade, and you have to try to like win tickets to get like the big prize. I think of that like you're trying
Very
to
good
rack
example.
up
Yeah,
good
very good
deeds.
example. Yeah, it's work like same. Like if you are playing video game, you are collecting the points, and in the end, you are getting something from it, right? So Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is telling all of us that you have I have kept so many things for you. Don't feel like it's all gonna waste, because in school, most of the time I give this example that in school semesters, school and university, you work hard because you know the exam is there. I will get my marks, I have my GPA, I have to maintain my GPA. Everything is work like that, right? You are working hard because you want you want to maintain your GPA, and this kind of thing. But for Islam, there is nothing in front of you, so sometimes you become lazy. Oh, no one is asking me back if I didn't pray. No one is asking if I didn't open my Quran. No one is asking if I'm not understanding the Quran in a nice way. No one is asking me. So when no one is asking, then you become lazy, right? When you become lazy, so you stop caring and you stop worry about missing your salah and this kind of, and become lazy about Islam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not fixed a semester exam, but Allah is saying there will be one single big exam at the day of Qiyamah. So you should prepare yourself. And I am giving so many things when you will win all all the levels. So inshallah, that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here, فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. Now it's up to you who wants to strive, more. Like you work hard more and you will get more, inshallah. Okay, so alhamdulillah, this is good. Shamil, you want to add anything in this?
No, I don't have anything to add. Everybody basically said everything.
Okay, so Arush and Armab, so you can explain this. The story we learn about the people who are making fun, if they are disbelievers, or sometimes they are Muslims, but they are not practicing Muslims, so they are also a kind of disbelievers. Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So in this whole section, it's basically talking about what Muslims and either non-Muslims treat true believers these days. So when you talk about committing crimes, it's not just, like all those thieves and burglars. It's also like making fun of others and their religion. So if a non-Muslim were to judge any Muslim or hijabi by their religion and talk bad about them, then they would be suggested as a crime.
Mm-hmm.
And they would make these faces of when any Muslim people would pass by, they would mock them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like explaining about how evil people are these days on treating Muslims and true believers.
Mm-hmm. وإذا رأوهم قالوا إن هؤلاء لضالون. This ayah. Or Bob, you
Oh,
want to explain this one?
our mom went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. One more is left.
Um,
Afan, you want to explain this ayah?
Oh, which one?
The entire.
Okay. So starting from ayah number 21, it says, "Those who are close to Allah, verily the righteous will be delighted, so they'll be in delight, and they'll be on their thrones, and you'll recognize their faces in brightness and delight."
No, no, not this one. Inna lazina ajramu, whatever is open on the screen.
Okay. Not. Verily, those who committed crimes, they used to. The people who committed crimes, they laughed at the people who did good. And number 30 is talking about when they passed by, they used to wink at one another, like how that's like a Muslim. And when they went to their family, let's just say back home, they used to tell I saw him. And for I number 32, and they used to say, verily they've gone astray. The non-believers used to say to the believers that they've gone astray. And for number 33, and Allah saying, "I did not make them a watcher over you." For ayah number
Okay, that's it. But I am not asking what translation is written. Translation is written in front of you. What is the explanation of these ayah? Okay. Yes, Farah, you can explain.
Okay, I have another example. Let's pretend we have two cars. One is a believer's car, one is a disbeliever's car. In the believer's car, they have Google Maps. And Google Maps is like Quran, Sunnah, and it's like guiding them to their destination, which is Jannah. Okay, so that's a believer's car. Next to the believer's car is the disbeliever's car. Okay, and they have the Google Maps. They can see the believer's car and where the believer is going, but they're saying that the believer is going the wrong way and they know the right way themselves, and they get lost and they end up on the wrong path. That's what I think of when I think of these couple of ayahs, that they think they're going the right way and they're saying this believer is wrong, but they end up on the like in the long location.
Yeah, oh, of course. And what lesson we learned from this?
I think a lesson we learned from these ayahs about the disbelievers making fun of the Muslims is that um they might bother you a lot with their comments, and they pester a lot. Like it says, like they laugh and then they gesture you and then they say that you've gone astray. But with patience, the Muslims will have the last laugh. So I think that's a lesson.
Okay. And Kamil, what lesson you learned from these ayats?
Um,
إن الذين أجرموا كانوا من الذين آمنوا يضحكون وإذا مروا بهم يتغامزون وإذا انقلبوا إلى أهلهم انقلبوا فكهين وإذا رأوهم قالوا إن هؤلاء لضالون
so
وما أرسلوا عليهم حافظين. Yeah.
so maybe
There's a lesson in your own words. What comes to your mind?
like what comes to my mind is like you shouldn't really laugh at people, make fun of them, because something bad could happen to you, which happened to those people in this. I
Yes,
don't really,
Farah?
yeah, I don't really know what else to say though.
Farah?
I want to add something. I think that these three ayahs are also really interesting because the believers say that they like they make fun of the believers and whatnot, and they don't really like the believers, but they talk about the believers so much, and they're so like concentrated on the believers. So I think that's interesting.
Yeah, they concentrate so much because they don't want to miss any chance making fun of them. This was the reason they concentrate. Yes, Arush and Arbab?
I want to add something small.
Yeah.
So I feel like when these believers look at us, they think that we're like straying or crazy and that we're disconnected from the dunya, when
Mhm.
which doesn't really matter because we should be more connected to our deen. So I think that's what they think about us, about how we're connected to the dunya and how we're not.
Yeah, and always make sure that there are levels in Islam as well. Okay, some are very, very pious from us. Some are, more pious and more pious and more pious. So sometimes whatever we are following, we feels like okay, it's sufficient, it's enough what we are following about Islam. And then when we feel a little more religious people, we start making fun of them unnecessary. Oh, they are doing them. This was not the need. Okay, this is not. This is very hard in our society to follow this and this and that. So we should be very, very, very careful. Okay, so passing our remarks toward anyone, we should be very careful. We don't know who is the best in the eye of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and sometimes we are passing remarks because we are illiterate about that. Commands of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We don't know that. That's why we are not following. But if other is following, and sometimes we start pointing them, we are following. We are followers as well. We are might be wearing hijab, but we are not wearing niqab, and we are not wearing abaya. But when we saw other people, sometime we feel so like so suffocated. Oh, how they are doing it and this and that, and we feel hard to sit in that gathering because they advise us a lot. They want us to make like us. They are doing their good because they will get reward if you start following. But sometimes we get so suffocated, like okay, why they are just asking again and again to us. Okay, so this is very important. Always use the right gathering. Always sit in a pious gathering. It helps us to accelerate more and more and more, and we can go higher and higher and higher. But if we will stay in with the people who are lesser in their iman, our iman will also go weaker. And if we start sitting in the gathering of more past people, then it will elevate our iman more and more. Okay, so this is also very, very important. So be very, very careful. Sometimes we do not understand, but we do these kind of things like that. Even though we are Muslim, we understand, but sometimes watching little more pious and religious people, we couldn't absorb, and we start passing wrong comments. Okay, and always, as our teacher said, that if the more fruits on the tree branches will be more towards the ground. Okay, so if you have more and more knowledge about Quran, then you should be more quiet. Okay, rather than start pointing other people that you are doing wrong, you are doing wrong, you are doing wrong. Your job is to connect them with the Quran class, with the transition class, with other stuff, so they can learn and they can change. They can bring change inside them. But pointing them that this is not good. So you should be more and more down to earth if you have more knowledge. Sometimes some people have knowledge, but they, uh, you know, sometimes some people have knowledge and they use their knowledge to argue with the other Muslim, to argue with other person. So we should not use this knowledge to argue with anyone. We should always use our knowledge of Quran and Sunnah and this kind of thing to fix our own mistakes, to elevate our own iman. Okay, and our family iman. This is the first priority. Okay, yes, Farah, you have any question?
I wanted to add to your point.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I don't know where I heard this, but I try to do this is that you try to be such a good example of a good Muslim that other people, by just seeing you, want to be a better Muslim.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Arushan or Mab had to leave.
Oh, okay. So we have just last two lines left, and then inshallah we are done. Okay. So Aru Sharma Ma'am, if you want to stay for the last two lines, it's good. Otherwise, you
They
can.
left.
No, they left.
They already
Okay.
left. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So the last two lines are left. Okay. So yeah, go ahead. فاليوم الذين آمنوا من الكفار يضحكون على الأرائك ينظرون هل ثوب الكفار ما كانوا يفعلون. So okay, yeah, what these ayahs are explaining and what lesson we are extracting from these ayahs. Who wants to go? Farah?
Sure. So these three ayahs are kind of talking about I'm calling it the last laugh that the believers will have. That the disbelievers kind of worked against the believers for so long, but at the end of the day, the Muslims will be on top and on thrones, and the disbelievers will get do what they did on the earth. So everything bad that they did, they'll get it paid back in the hereafter, and then the believers will be the winners in the end. So yeah, that's
Okay, Alhamdulillah. So this is the explanation of the ayah and what lesson we learned from these ayats.
I think a lesson that I learned is that patience is key, and that it's not it's not good to focus on the disbelievers when the believers will have the last laugh.
Very good. And we should not lose our hope. Of course, that the day will come that
Yes.
Allah will give back to them, inshallah. Yeah.
Yes.
So, alhamdulillah, very beautiful surah. And over here, we finished our quarter. So, inshallah, what I am thinking, if I take a quick test of the quarter which we have done, is it okay? Or a quick review of all the surahs before moving on to the next. So if
How
you guys want to give the test, then it's okay. I can assign one surah at a time along with the other surah, like whatever we are doing the next surah, so I can cover the next surah. So what basically my intention is to review all the quarter para, what we have learned, so the main points before moving on to the next, inshallah. Okay. So in next class, might be we will review the entire whole quarter, or like I don't know if you guys are interested giving, like I can ask questions and with the open book, not with the closed book, and then we can review in that way. So inshallah, think about it. And for this week, when you will be, when you will be practicing, so inshallah, first day finished the lesson which we have done today, because it's not hard. Inshallah, you will cover, like you can practice this the three things which we have learned in this part, and then inshallah start reviewing the rest of the quarter para. Okay.
okay, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. So if you have any question, anyone you can ask, otherwise I can read the dua. Okay. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi.
Subhanallah wa bihamdihi.
Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika.
سبحانك اللهم
Subhanakallahumma
وبحمدك
wa bihamdika.
Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.
نشهد أن
Ashhadu
لا
an la
إله إلا
ilaha
أنت
illa anta.
Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.
نستغفرك ونتوب
Nastaghfiruka wa
إليك
natubu ilayk.
Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun.
Subhana
سبحان
rabbika
ربك رب
rabbil
العزة
izzati
عما
amma
يصفون
yasifun.
Wa salamun ala al-mursaleen.
Wassalamu ala
والسلام على
al-mursaleen.
المرسلين
Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Alhamdulillahi
والحمد
rabbil
لله.
alamin.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Mm,
Oh, they left so fast. Oh my god.
yeah, I know.